It's Cleo. It's Cleo. I want to talk about the brutal truth about dating over 40, relationships over 40, marriage when you hit 40 and up. We all go through our changes. Men typically have the midlife crisis. Women, we have our own version of a midlife crisis. Why we don't have a label for it, I don't know. There's a label for everything. However, coming from experience, there was something that happened to me when I turned 40. I had already been married about, probably about a good 5 or 6 years. So I was kind of into it. And I tell you that turning 40 was the end. I was in a suburb. I'm a city chick. I'm from New York City. I'm from Manhattan. Looked around. I had a house, but it was in the middle of nowhere, super far. And I looked at him, I looked at the house, and it was like it hit me like a ton of bricks, okay? And I went, what am I doing here? How did I wind up here? I'm creative. Now, that's one version of what can happen when you're in a relationship over 40. However, it's not like I left that relationship because I wasn't happy, which I wasn't, and suddenly got into a relationship, with the man of my dreams. It's actually been several years, and I, will date here and there. I almost find it easier to date online because online is like forensics, okay? It actually does the work for me. There's a few key questions I ask, right? Number one, are you able to do video? It's a super beyond red. It's a purple flag if they can't do video, okay? Just putting it out there for you guys. Number two, when was their last relationship? How did it go? How long was it? Do you have any children? What's the status of you and your children? Do you have, are you with them part-time? Do they live with you? Do they not live with you? There's certain things that I want and don't want. I'm open to men that have children at this point, but I wasn't when I was younger, right? Before 40, if I had been single all that time, I wouldn't have been open to that. But, I'm a reasonable person. I'm 56 years old, so there's no going back and forth at that. It is what it is. People had lives before they met me, and I understand it. However, I definitely, now that I'm over 40, I know what I do want, and I definitely know what I don't want. And I'm not willing to compromise. Now, I know that there are women online that are talking, they have 3 kids, or they're, 60, and they are making all these demands. They want a rich guy and this and that and that and the other. That's not my issue. My issue is I'm looking for an emotional type. Now, I am also not looking for a guy that's, down and out, because I'm going to tell you something about that. I am not talking about the women that are gold diggers right now. I'm literally talking about the women like me. We have a lifestyle that we've done all by ourselves. We don't want to go backwards because we're in a relationship. We don't want to sacrifice, not sacrifice in general, but sacrifice our standard because the guy is down and out, he's not focused, he's not together. I'm sorry, but I stand by, you need to be a whole person to get with another whole person to become a power couple. And I can't tell you how many men can do this, but it's rare. It's more women. They have the Gucci purse. They have all of the facial cosmetic surgery and maybe body surgery. They go to the gym 5 days a week. They present well. they are even drop dead gorgeous. But you go to their house, it's literally hoarder. It is from top to bottom, the most beautiful clothes just thrown, nothing hung in the closet, dishes in the sink. You're messy. You're not a whole person. You're not together. You're working on this, but your home life is a mess. Even the inside of your purse, okay? Keep it organized, keep it clean. There are blocks to blessings that form when you also, little things, get a new wallet. If your wallet is tattered and torn, that's what you're going to attract. Or you will have a loss of money. You will be overspending. You have all the Gucci stuff, but your bills aren't paid on time, blah, blah, blah. My issue with men are that they want a partner. This is a classic example. Yesterday I was reading an article. Not an article, I'm sorry. I was watching a YouTube video. This guy's like, marriage is a sham. I believe in the institution of marriage. I had a horrendous, vindictive divorce for no reason. But I believe it's an institution. It becomes work if you're not aligned. If you guys are not on the same page, you're not right for each other. Maybe you're attracted to each other physically. Maybe he is rich and you're trying to get that bag. So on and so forth. That's a misalignment that is eventually going to manifest itself into a divorce, if not worse, okay? So you guys have to be careful of that. But his point was marriage is a sham and don't get married. No, you married the wrong woman. I don't believe in that. I believe in love. I believe in marriage, but you have to do your homework. If you marry the wrong person, you married the wrong person and it ended in a very ugly way. But I don't like the toxicity of people denouncing love, marriage, relationships. Stop. Because you made a mistake. You really shouldn't put more toxicity out there by going, it's a sham, stay single. Really? Because we already have so many issues going on with just people being so turned off from love in general. I'll stay alone. Look, if you want to stay alone, that's one thing. Some people love it. It's the most selfish way to live, but sometimes it's the healthiest way to live. And I get that. I really do get it. But I don't believe in the toxicity against men or against women. I do think that there's more narcissism than there ever has been before. But I think that we need to regroup and take responsibility for attracting the wrong person. Are we a whole person ready to meet another whole person? If you're half-assed about it, that's what you're going to get back. And women, you love to make all these demands. I think it's smart to look at where am I in life? What's realistic for me to attract? Do I have my own act together? What can I work on? What can I get rid of, right? And men, oh my gosh, the men, I'm not coming down on you. And I'm not generalizing, I'm not talking about all men, but I notice that men that are under 40, just be real. You're looking for a roommate, you're looking for a partner, you're looking for someone to split the bills with, okay? You are not looking for a wife and a mother of your children. Please know the difference. It's okay to want either, but stay in your lane about it. So many of the dating shows, well, I want a woman that's a hard worker. I want her to make as much money as me. But you understand, she's the one that gets the cramps every month. She's the one that bears the children. She's the one that has to raise the children unless you're independently wealthy and can afford exorbitant costs for babysitters and daycares and whatnot. you know? The woman has it harder. It doesn't matter what you think or say. So, do you want a wife or do you want a partner? Please do that homework before you get into a relationship. Stay tuned for part 2. This is Cleo. Tune into my pen site. Please like and subscribe. You guys matter and you count. This is a brand new year. We're raising the vibration of the planet. Kisses, love, and light. Cleo.